Hello, this is Kat. Welcome to the Lake District Yogi. I'm here with my tea and another little flow for you. I've called this one a smoothie because we're going to be just keeping it moving, flowing from pose to pose. Short and sweet, but we're going to work our entire bodies. So when you're ready, if you make your way to a comfortable seat, don't forget you can always pause this video if you want to get some sort of music going, something to kind of ease you in or lift your energy or anything like that. And if you want to bring a hot drink to your mat or use an essential oil, I've always got a collection near me. So do anything you need to do in order to create your space, and I will see you back on this mat and we will get started. Okay, so hopefully you're all set up. We're going to start in this easy cross leg position. We're going to place our hands on our knees. Close your eyes and just allow yourself to fully arrive. If your mind is very busy, you've got a lot going on in there, maybe you're finding it difficult to move yourself into this space, it can be really challenging. And just allow your mind to move into your body. So feel something in your body. So you could feel your hands against your knees. You could feel the way you are seated on the ground, so feeling all the points of contact with the ground. You might want to place a hand on your heart. Maybe start to follow your breathing. So anything that will enable our minds to move into the body, we can ground ourselves and start to lose some of that chatter. Or if we're not losing it, just ignore it for a while. Maybe take a couple of nice slow breaths and sigh them out of the mouth. Really nice releasing breaths. So we're starting to ground the body, center ourselves, and then beginning that awareness of our breathing. I'm going to try and keep that going for this entire flow. So I will keep reminding you to come back to the breath. It's so easy for us to wander off. It's completely natural. But we're going to use our breath and integrate it so it's part of the practice. It's just completely entwined in our movement. And then when you're ready, we'll place our right hand down on the ground beside us and reach our left arm. It can go straight up. It's early days for a big stretch, but if you're ready and you want to move more deeply into this, bring the arm alongside the ear and then find that kind of quite joyful, playful feeling of it being a bit elastic. Reach to the tips of the fingers, ground through that left sitting bone. Enjoy this stretch through the left hand side of the body. You can bend this right elbow as much as you need to increase or ease off sensation. And then we'll sweep to the other side. So we'll place the left hand down, bring the right arm either straight up or alongside the ear. Use that left elbow, feel for the stretch. We're not overdoing anything at the moment. We've only just started. Nice and easy. We're just starting to warm up the body. Come back round to this side in a twist. So we'll bring our right hand behind. Our left hand to our right knee. Press nice and firmly into the ground behind you. Let the spine grow tall first before we twist, and then use the hand gently against the knee to start that twist from the belly. Keep the left hand where it is on the knee. Lift the right arm high. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lean over that left knee and let the right hand come all the way down. Recenter yourself, tuck the chin into the chest, round the spine. And as you lift the torso, sweep the arms back overhead. And then twist the other way, so left hand behind, right hand on the left knee. Press into the ground, let the spine grow tall and then twist. Keeping everything gentle. This is just the beginning. Keep that right hand where it is. Lift the left arm high. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lean over that right knee and let the hand follow. Come all the way down. Recenter the torso. Tuck the chin into the chest, round the spine. As you lift the torso, sweep the arms overhead. Maybe close the eyes, draw the hands, palms touching, all the way down to our hearts. Okay, you can roll over your knees. We're going to make our way into all fours. Just going to have a sip of tea. Okay, so we're looking to have our wrists underneath our shoulders. Toes can be untucked or tucked, entirely up to you. And then draw in that lower belly. Again, we're not going intense, it's a light engagement, just to create some stability around that lower band. Spread through your fingers, find your gaze point, your drishti. It can be between your thumbs, sort of midpoint between your hands, a foot or so in front, just somewhere sensible for your gaze to land that keeps the neck nice and soft. And then let the belly drop. Just let it hang out there. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, press into the hands, start to round the spine to the ceiling, draw that lower belly in. As your breath turns to an inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the gaze. So keep moving like this. As you breathe out, press into the earth, round the spine. And as you breathe in, let the belly drop, the spine ripples, the heart shines through. One more time like this. Really bringing some articulation and fluidity into the spine. And then find your neutral all fours. Send your right foot back and your left arm forward. Feel that engagement in the core. Maybe tighten it just a little bit more. Find the breath. Use your drishti, your gaze point, for stability. Either stay here or you can reach round and find your foot. Push hand into foot, foot into hand as you lift. If you're doing that option, when you release it, release with control. Don't just let it fling back. Bring the left hand down. Send the leg over to the side. Tuck the toes under. And then turn to look towards your foot. Lift the foot using the core to engage the core. Bring that leg back. Bring that knee down. One round of cat-cow here, just as a little reset. And then we'll do the other side. So right arm forward, left leg back. Start to draw in that core, maybe a little bit more. Find your gaze point. Try to soften your gaze and then try to soften your mind. And it's so hard. Just see if for a moment you can let the chattering settle. And again, stay here, or if you want to reach round, find your foot in space and start to push hand into foot, foot into hand. Create a little lift if you can. When you let go, do it easeful and with control. Bring the hand down, send the left foot over to the right, tuck the toes. Turn to look towards that foot. And then use the core, lift the foot, bring it back round, find all fours. Okay, tuck the toes and come to a squat at the back of your mat. So your heels, if you're beautifully open, and lucky your heels will be on the ground. Mine nowhere near, so this is a balance as well as a hip opener for me. If you want to have your heels flat and you aren't able to down here, you can always just lift until you are in that flat position and just, but I don't mind doing it like this, balanced on my toes. What does help is to press my elbows into my knees into my elbows, and place the hands together, and that helps with the balance. We're just starting to move into our hips a little bit. So just working with your range of movement, finding whatever feels comfortable for you. And then bring the hands down if you haven't got them down already. Press the fingertips into the earth, lift the hips a fraction, and then turn the feet parallel, and then lift the hips all the way up. I don't know, I always find it alarming when I see people lifting up from a squat. I like to get the feet parallel first so we know nothing's gonna get twinged. Okay, so find a forward fold. You can hold the feet, the legs, you can hold the elbows. Just let the body hang, reconnect with your breathing if you've lost it. Finding a little bit of sway here. And then finding stillness. Bring the left hand down, bend the left knee a lot, and peel open this right arm. Remember, shoulder, elbow, fingers. Maybe draw back a fraction on the right hip, reaching high. And then bring that right hand down, bend the right knee a lot, and then peel open to the left. Slowly, slowly bring that left hand down. Find that forward fold again. And then we'll walk ourselves out to a downward dog. So one hand, one hand, one hand. There we go. So find your first downward dog, pedal out the feet. You may need to adjust your position of hands and feet. You may need to keep a nice big bend in the knees. That's all fine. And then gently drop to the knees. Okay, spin your right lower leg out like that, and so basically we're moving into this position, so however you get here. So I've got my right knee, my left leg is long, my right hand, I've got right hand, right knee, left foot in a line. Keep that left foot nice and grounded. Lift the left arm. Again, it can stay here, or you can move alongside the ear. You can also lift this leg off the ground, really engaging through the core. So there's stages, you can do whatever works for you. If you've got the leg lifted, gently touch it down, come all the way up, find gate post, left hand to left knee, right hand alongside the ear. And then come back round, spin back, come back up into downward dog. Settle in here, reconnect with the breath. And we'll do the other side. So drop to your knees really gently. Turn that lower left leg out, left hand down, right leg's long. Sorry, I have my back to you. And then lift the right arm, or send it alongside the ear, and then stay here or lift the leg. And flex the foot or point the foot any way in which that right leg is nice and engaged. And then gently lower it if you have it lifted. Use the core to help you come up into gate post. Touch really nice and lightly on this leg. Come back up. Plant the hands, find downward dog again. Pedal out the feet here. And then send the right leg out behind you. So you might benefit from sliding that right the left foot, sorry, in just a tiny bit in order to have better balance. And then draw the right knee to the right elbow. Pause here. Extend it back into your three-legged dog. And then the right knee to the left elbow. Send it back. This time we send the right foot through between our hands. Lower our back knee. Lift the arms overhead. So remember to control this, whether you want to come out of it a bit or let yourself really sink down is entirely up to you. Find the breath. Place the hands down, shift your hips back, extend this leg. It doesn't have to be straight. You can play around with any amount of folding or movement over this leg. Obviously you can slide the hands closer to you if you need, or stretch them forward if you want to intensify things a bit. And then sweep back forward, plant the left hand, tuck the toes at the back, lift the back knee and open into a nice easy twist. Slowly lower the right hand down, step to plank, and we'll move through a flow. So either bring the knees down first or move through chaturanga. If you want a bit of a challenge, upward dog or cobra, and then downward dog. Extend the left leg out behind you. Send left knee to the left elbow. Pause. Three-legged dog. Then we send the left knee to the right elbow. Back to three-legged dog. And step it through between the hands, however you get it there. You can use your hands to help, it doesn't matter. Lower that back knee and lift the arms. And again, feel your way in. Decide how much sensation you want in this hip stretch. Reach to the tips of the fingers, keep the shoulders soft. Bring the fingertips down, extend back. And again, find any amount. It could be you just stay here. You could stretch the fingers forward. You could fold over that leg. Any amount of movement's good. Remember, the extent to which you draw the toes back will intensify the feeling in the back of the leg. So that also is for you to feel into. Come back forward, plant the right hand, tuck the toes under at the back, peel that arm to the sky. And then bring the left hand down, step back to plank, pause here for a moment. Feel the engagement in the legs, draw in the lower belly. And then either knees down and through cobra, or elbows in, halfway down. Come to upward dog, and then downward dog. Nicely done. And just have a few breaths here. So again, don't forget, I say all the time, you can keep a big bend in the knees. You don't have to have the legs straight. You don't have to have your heels touching the floor. Okay, from here we're making our way to a seat. So you can come to your knees and swing your legs round. You can bend your knees, find a little hop or a jump again, however you get there is good. And then we'll have both our legs out in front of us, draw the toes towards you. We'll move into Paschimottanasana, because it wouldn't be a class on the Lake District Yogi without a bit of Paschimottanasana. So, legs are nice and engaged. You can walk your hands down like that. You can lift the arms overhead. Keep them alongside the ears as you come forward, often a really nice way to feel really obviously where your range of movement is, and then bring the hands down. You can hold your feet, you can hold your legs. You can kind of wriggle your way down into this. You can also keep the knees bent, have a blanket underneath. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. And then settle in here for a few breaths. So what we are trying to do is keep the spine nice and long, not round it forward. So I always try to kind of suggest that people keep the heart lifted a little. Obviously we are in a forward fold, so but if you keep some awareness on that heart and it's shining forward, it will hopefully remind you not to round forward too much. So really deeply connecting with your breath. You may have lost it a little bit in that more energetic flow. So now is the chance to really come back home. And then slowly come back up. Bring your right sole of your foot to the inside of your left leg. Sit nice and tall, lift out of the waist. We'll fold forward again. Just try to make this one, I know, like a bit like a dripping your way forward. Make this really soft. I like to place my forearms with the palms up. This feels like quite different to when I've got two legs and I'm folding, but it's entirely up to you. It may look more like this and you're holding onto your thigh or your fingertips on the ground. It does not have to look like mine. And again, just allow the breath to be your focus. Slowly come back up. Plant your right hand on the outside of your right hip and we'll lift up into Stargazer. Enjoy this feeling of openness and expansion. Slowly set the hips back down. We'll switch legs. Right leg long, left sole of the foot inside. And then make your way down, however works for you. Just try to keep it nice and soft and fluid. And land wherever you land. It's all good. It's your beautiful, unique body. We all have completely different ranges of movement, and when you find your edge, is what we call it in yoga, it's that kind of natural mobility, then we just rest there and breathe and let things settle. And maybe, even if it's only fleetingly, feel a just little moment of joy, enjoyment of being in your body, of moving. We know movement is medicine. Okay, slowly come back up. Plant the left hand outside the left hip. Press up into Stargazer. Peel that right arm open. Enjoy that feeling of expansion and openness. Maybe press the hips forward a little. And then slowly come back down. Bring the soles of the feet together. And again, you can decide how far away you have your feet. You might want to hold onto your ankles and sort of really pull the heart forward. It's almost like a little mini back bend to start with. And then release that, and then we fold. Again, any amount over our legs. So again, you can decide, you can stay up here holding your ankles, you can wrap your hands around your feet, you can take your thumbs into your insteps. That's really nice. Give your insteps a little massage, giving yourself a little bit of love. And all this touch is all moving us more and more into being embodied, being completely in tune and connected to our own bodies. When we're suffering from stress or we're very anxious or tense, we kind of tend to lose that. It's really nice to ground ourselves and come back to our bodies. Okay, very, very slowly allow yourself to come back up. You can close the knees. Make your way back into an easy shape. Place your hands on your knees. Let them just wrap around. Close your eyes and feel, I know I say this all the time, but just feel into your body. What sensations can you pick up? Remembering to go where you can into ever deeper layers of experience. So it's obvious maybe that your hips are feeling a little bit more open or warm, or you can tell where you've used muscles and joints and all of that. But what about the other layers? What about going in deeper than that? And this is a kind of lifelong exploration. It's not something that's just going to happen in one yoga session, but we can practice little by little each time. And let the breath flow really easily, really naturally. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and then you'll never miss a Lake District Yogi class. And I hope that you take something that you have generated on your mat today, whether it's a sense of peace or some energy, into the day ahead. If you're just finishing the day, just keep it with you, keep it close. Take it to bed, you know, this whatever it is that you've created. What we do on our yoga mat doesn't need to stay on our yoga mat. The whole point is it's about enabling us to live better, live more connected, be more connected to ourselves, to others, to nature. You know, it's about living better. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I really look forward to seeing you on a mat again soon. Thank you.